Let us understand that leadership is not about peace, it is about conflict. Yes, you heard me right. Leadership is about conflict. The kind most people are too scared to say today, or they are too scared to face today. Let me tell you this truth today. Most leaders won't tell you this. Take it from me. They will never say this to you. Leadership is not about inspiration. It is not just about vision. Leadership is about confronting contradictions, ability to change people's thinking and ideology. The gaps between what you say you believe in, what you say you believe in, and what you act every day. There are two different things. What you say you believed on, that you say you have believed on, and what you do, there are two different things. Some kind of people are out there that what they preach is not what they do. What they preach is not what they do. And this set of people are also aspiring for leadership position. When they ask them, will you rather be a follower or a leader? They will always tell you this, that they prefer to become a leader, whereas they don't have the criteria because they are wishy-washy people. They are contradictory person. Whereas as a leader, you must be they must know you for one quality. They must be seeing that thing in you frequently as a leader. And that is where the critical gaps lies. That is where all of this becomes center of action, center of curvature, and that is where everything becomes center of curvature, where everything lies. That is where the gaps lies. You know, real leaders don't run from conflict. When they see conflict, they find a way to resolve it. That is why there is a course in the university now called conflict resolution. They orchestrate it, they find a way to suppress it down. That is the quality of leader. Because growth doesn't happen in a convert. Anybody that is looking for a growth in his comfort house, his comfort position, is just deceiving himself. He or she is just deceiving he or she, just deceiving he or she. Imagine this scenario. A father raised with certain belief passed down that belief with story, love, and loyalty. Then his daughter one day challenged him and said, Dad, what if what you were taught while you were small was all wrong? That is not just a disagreement, that is identity shaking. That is loyalty versus truth, and that is love versus growth. That is an that is an adaptive challenge that you must force yourself to speak out, and you must know a way to convince the situation because you are the oldest and you are positioned as a leader at that spot. The hardest things you will ever do as a leader is this: decide what is precious and what is expandable. Which belief do you keep? Which one must you let go? Because growth demand letting go of some actions. Growth demands letting go of something you've once trusted. There are things you must have done in the past or that you must have trusted in the past, and growth will let you have another belief at the end of the day. Most people don't grow looking in the mirror. They grow by facing differences. Get it right. There's no how you grow, or there's no how you want to attain a leadership position, and you saying that you want to govern from the perspective of what you having in your own domain. Then you must have explored other domain. I mean, what I mean by domain in this case or in this context is you must have tested another environment. You must have been rewarded or awarded or crowded or given the accolades of, or giving you the spot of leading and commanding attention elsewhere. So the question is, real leadership is diagnosing hidden tension, bringing conflict voices to the table, creating space where disagreement is productive, turning conflict into creativity. No silence, no avoidance, but control chaos that led to clarity. That is the work of a leader. If you have a movement, things we've said above are the things to lead a movement and that can change nation. One of the favorite and biggest activists of United States of America, Martin Luther King, didn't avoid tension, he exposed it. He forced American government to confront its contradictions. We believe in equality, but we don't practice it. That was his word, and I quoted. That tension was created and it made a lot of changes and impacts. If there are no tension, there won't be transformation. There's no way there will be transformation. So if there are no tension, there are no transformation. So don't run from conflict. Rather, lead that conflict. Be in that conflict. And that is why me, I will continue to say a very big shout out to Rattel's president, very dark man, that is confronting the challenges that we are facing right now in the country with the full strength. That is how leader does. This thing cannot be easily commanded. You can practice it, you can inherit it, you can learn it, but if you don't have it, you don't have it. And if you have the mind of having it, it's something that is achievable and you can control your mind of becoming a people's what is it called? Man of the people. You can become man of the people, people's face, people attention, that people just give it to you to lead them easily. So there is a serious question we need to ask ourselves. If you are dreaming of becoming a leader, ask yourself these questions tonight. What belief am I holding onto that may be holding me back to become a leader? Those are the things you need to change. Drop your answers in the comment section. Let's grow together. Let's vibe together. You know I've got you. I see you on this. See you on the next. See you.